School is out and summertime is in, and for many teens, hitting the road will be their #1 priority. Unfortunately, sometimes proper driving safety is pretty low on this list of priorities.
Teen traffic crashes are the leading cause of death for teens in the United States. During the summer months when they're out of school, teens have a lot more time on their hands, so it gets a lot worse during the summer months. Across the United States, we lose 42 teens just between Friday and Saturday during those summer months.
It's a sad fact, but what may be worse is that many of these situations can be avoided with just a little precaution.
75% of all their traffic crashes are generally tied to critical errors, and there's 3 critical errors that we see. The first being not scanning enough for traffic in front of them. Some ways they could do better than that is just looking ahead. By scanning, you can see a lot. You can see a car 3 cars up start to brake if you're looking far enough. Well, you know it's going to be a chain effect, obviously. The next one's going to be braking, the next one's going to be braking. They can already be allowing time for that, being prepared. They're already slowing down, and then it's not an all of a sudden thing where the one in front of them stops and here they are running into the back of them, or having to react to that car and going into another lane. Going too fast for road conditions, that's another one. The speed limit is 60 miles per hour per se, and it's pouring down the rain. 60, sure, if you're doing 60 in the rain, it's not breaking the law, but you're still going too fast for road conditions. Obviously, you can hydroplane at faster speed, so if you just slow down just a little under the speed limit, that would help a lot. Just because you're not going over the speed limit, a lot of people think they're driving safe. That includes adults as well, but teenagers who are fearless, they tend to drive a little faster. And in all conditions, they're driving at the speed limit, or possibly a little bit more. So if they just slow down. And the third big one is distracted driving. And that goes for adults too. I mean, but teens, they have a little more usually distractions than adults. Some things that both teens and adults do are adjusting the radio knob. That's a distraction. Just looking off to fix the mirror, or just anything is a distraction. Also, talking on a cell phone while you're driving. Texting being the biggest one for both teens and adults. And playing music in the car too loud. And something that an adult usually won't have, but teenagers will, are people singing along to it, third passengers, or dancing along to the music. That's a distraction when you're driving. Now, the state of Tennessee has done a lot toward that by limiting the number of passengers with the graduated license. You know, you can't have over a certain number of passengers in your car, so that cuts down on that a lot. But still, playing your music too loud and dancing along with it, and it can be a distraction. So if they'll just turn down the music a little bit, pay attention to the road, you know, allow a little more time to get places, especially in bad weather. There's just simple things that sound like common sense, but you don't think of those things.
This is all crucial advice that should be followed. But above all, there's still one more safety precaution that everyone needs to take.
Another thing a parent can do is make sure that their kids are wearing their seat belts. A lot of cars nowadays have airbags, and kids, I've had kids ask me well, I've got an airbag, why do I need to wear my seat belt if I got an airbag? Well, they have to work together. An airbag can actually cause injury, or it may save you, but it'll also hurt you at the same time when that thing's slamming into it and you're slamming into it, because it's coming out at a very high rate of speed. So it's the combination of the seat belt and the airbag that saves you. And they need to wear their seat belts properly. They don't need to be wearing just the lap belt. Again, it's the lap and shoulder belt together. Another thing for parents, if they want, or teens, either one, there's 2 really good websites that they can go to for tips on driving safety tips and things like that. And those are, there's one for the National Organization for Youth Safety, which it gets narrowed down to noise, but it's www.noys.org, and also TennesseeTrafficSafety.org has a lot of safety tips for teenagers, hints for parents on how to talk to their teenagers about safety.
So have fun this summer, but remember, when you're on the road, stay focused.
The distracted driving, if you take away that takes care of some of the other things. That allows you to scan down the road. So if you can You can just take out some of the distractions so where you can scan ahead and look for dangers, things running out in the road, kids playing, cars braking, and just keep the radio down a little bit and you'll be good to go.